we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Second down following the incompletion. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. For Ezekiel Elliott last week against Denver, arguably his worst game as a pro. 9 carries, just 8 yards. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. A second down throw for Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We've got a moment here while Carolina comes back out on offense to discuss how Greg Olsen's injury is going to impact them going forward, because second quarter, week 2, he broke his right foot.
That's a big-time blow to the Carolina offense because, truth be told, the #1 target for Cam Newton is Greg Olsen. He is his security blanket, his safety net, his primary receiver, all rolled into one. And Greg Olsen did say that he thought he'd miss a lot of games after that injury.
Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be fourth down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one good for 14 yards. To throw is Prescott. And on 4th down, they're able to Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 64 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus,
Yeah.
The mental focus on the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Darryl Worley.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. A big play there for the Panthers. 83 yards. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
You got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And
why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable and it definitely won't be air conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now come the Cowboys.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
1st down, Prescott. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd and 10 here. And the tight end goes in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. Newton now to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tyrone Crawford able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. To throw on 3rd down. Newton forced out to his left. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. K1 short. Able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
2nd down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yes, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Panthers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. And a timeout here. Timeout taken. Whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down he goes just beyond the 35. But that pretty move got him some extra space to run. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that leads to a Dallas 1st down.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on 4th down to create a 1st down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
And what a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but picked up the 1st.
How about getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Being chased out left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Newton to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That's it. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Out of the gun, Newton. Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Funches has it complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Flushed out right. He'll hit Whitaker in the flat. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Stewart on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree?
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he's brought down after a good gain. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A second down throw for Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing. Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down. From the 50, Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And we're back now in Charlotte. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
To throw is Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. He got it stripped. You can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Fighting down past the 45. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a first down throw for Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Operating from the gun. Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Prescott looks to throw on first. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Newton's going to throw it. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw on second down. Newton buying time to his left. Going deep for Benjamin. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. The pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Newton. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the side.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Throwing here, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.